This is Big Rapids Cardinal basketball on News Radio WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM, a part of the Big Rapids Media Network and your home for Cardinal basketball.
Jenga spinning. Oh, goodness. The rack attack.
That was absolutely nasty.
Moten goes up strong. Counts the bump and the bucket again.
If you get the ball in the paint, you're going to have good things happen.
Welcome, folks, on N37. We have made the trek southwestbound to the home of the Lions, Newaygo High School, for a CSAA Red contest here tonight, and a pretty big one indeed. It's round 2 of Newaygo and Big Rapids here in the home of the Lions. Hi, everybody. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas bringing you the coverage here live on News Radio WBRN. Thanks for all tuning in, whether you're live on 96.5 FM, 1460 AM, as well as WBRN.com and the WBRN mobile app. Blake, we saw these two teams earlier this year. Big Rapids really stepped up to the plate in the first half of that game. We'll obviously break down the matchup in our full pregame coverage later on. But this is going to be a game Newaygo has been playing well the last couple of weeks. They've been waiting for this rematch on their home floor tonight.
Yeah, tough place to play. Newaygo always, even though it's a Thursday, feels like a Friday. It's they always bring a great crowd on games like this, especially when Big Rapids is in town. Playing better as of late, and this is where districts are at. You want to put on a good show if you're both teams, because you're only 1 week away from playing in districts. So a big game for Newaygo to build that momentum for the Cardinals to make next Friday mean something. Got to get a win tonight.
Got to get a win tonight for a chance to play for a conference championship next Friday. But you got to win the one here. We'll break down the matchup. Coach's Corner, Timber Report, stats breakdown coming up after these words right here on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Siding, brick, wood exteriors, decks, docks, driveways, walls, cabinets, and woodwork.
I have used Extremely Clean for projects ranging from painting and power washing to even deck repair. Timely, professional, and they're at a good rate.
Extremely Clean does great work. Call them today and you won't be disappointed. Excellent service. They're very friendly, conscientious, and affordable. I highly recommend Extremely Clean.
Licensed and insured for over 20 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and at extremelycleanmi.com.
My name is Nicole Urban. I'm an adult geriatric nurse practitioner, and I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. I have wanted to help people and care for people since I was young. I had an aunt who was a registered nurse and kind of helped drive me in that direction. I was able to see what she was able to do for patients, and it made me want to be able to do the same. I am accepting new patients in the Big Rapids and Grand Rapids locations. For more information, you can visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Cran Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Full Big Rapids Cardinal basketball coverage is presented by our great sponsors. Without them, we could not broadcast this game here tonight. Big thanks to them. Those include, but aren't limited to, Big Rapids Public Schools, the Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids and Canadian Lakes, Mota, the Mecosta Transit Authority, A1 Auto Glass, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, Quality Car and Truck Repair, New Horizon Landscaping, Michael Oil and Propane, Big Country Big Deals, Cook's Tree Service, Post 98 American Legion Baseball, Sam's Disposal, Dezos Digital, and of course Big Rapids Daily News.com. For those tuning in here, obviously the boys game still got quite a ways to go here, Blake. The varsity girls are duking it out on the floor ahead of us here 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. Right now, Coach Heist Cardinals on top by 13, 31-18 in a defensive slugfest. Before we get into all of our pregame coverage for the boys game, right now, seeing some good things from the girls squad, especially to highlight. Hadley Fox has had a massive day shooting the basketball. Good to see her have a breakout game.
Yeah, she's hit 4 triples so far through 3 quarters, and her teammates are actively finding her, shooting the ball with confidence. That's big for the senior moving forward. 2 weeks left in the season for the girls. Wrap this one up, claim an outright CSAA red title, and then move into, arguably one of the better districts in all of West Michigan and Northern Michigan in Division II. You've got, really, like we've said it a bunch of times, a really young group. Right now, you've got 3 underclassmen out there duking it out, and not only competing, but they're the better ball players in a lot of those spots as well. The girls program is going to be up at least for the next 3 years. A really, really, really bright future ahead for a very, very young Cardinal basketball team.
Absolutely. And with that, we get into our MOTA time and temperature presented by, or I should say, scratch that, our New Horizons time and temperature. Here in Newaygo, it is 17 degrees as we approach 6:40 Eastern Standard Time. Overall, cloudy. Not too snowy at the moment. It has settled down from what was a monstrous dumping overnight across the Mitten State. Some places seeing as much as 7 inches of snow, some as little as 3 with some rain in there too. And so glad to see all of our Cardinal faithful here on the right side. We're over on the visiting home section, I should say. Newaygo having a lot of their parents over on our side up in the deck, seeing the Cardinal fans across the way. It's good to see a lot of our Cardinal faithful making the drive down to Newaygo tonight. We'll obviously talk about the floor in our Timber Report here in just a moment as the girls varsity about to get to the third quarter horn. There it is, 32-20 our score. Good job for Coach Heist. They're 8 minutes away from clinching a regular season conference championship. Big accomplishment for sure, but especially good to see the crowd on hand making the trek here. Weird Thursday night, a little bit out of the rhythm, but fans still making it here to Newaygo. That's great, faithful fans that we see in the Cardinal fan base.
Yeah, cold night, braving the weather, it was a little dicey in some spots depending on where you're coming from, but the Cardinal faithful usually travels, especially for a big game like this. Anytime the red and blue can win a league title, you're going to have some people come out and watch. So 8 more minutes for the girls, and they can wrap up a league title.
It's going to be great indeed. And we got the Timber Report presented by our great friends at Cook's Tree Service. Big Rapids Trust Cook's Tree Service for all tree removal needs. 7962908 for more information on Cook's Tree Service, a proud partner of Big Rapids Cardinal basketball. And especially here at Newaygo, the venue is a little different. It's a very standard-esque gymnasium when it comes to the overall size. It might feel a little tight in here just based on there is not much room along the sidelines on either side of the bleachers. It feels very congested. But overall, the pace of play will be very fast on the tight floor. And it's a great shooting gym. It might feel like the rim is lower just maybe 2 or 3 inches. There's really nothing visually that messes anything up as far as vision. So a lot of points in this building, in this gymnasium. We'll talk more about Newaygo here later on in the Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown. But you can expect a lot of points probably in this varsity boys game coming up.
Yeah, and this is one of those nights, one of those gyms where it's usually loud. It's always a high-octane environment. And just like you said, it's a black and white gym, so that orange on the rim pops out, makes it a good shooting gym. Very well lit. Sometimes you have that weird orange lighting. Here it's all white lighting, so everything looks pretty clear. So a fun place to always play at. They do a really, really good job of you can see right now the gym's almost full of fans on the side in front of us getting ready for the boys game. A cool place to coach in, to play in. I know you talked about you have a special memory hitting a buzzer beater, your only buzzer beater of your career, which is not a lot of people get to make a game-winning buzzer beater. I played the game for a long time and never once made a buzzer beater to win a game, so a cool memory for you. But again, lots of success in this gym for the Cardinals, but at the same time, a really difficult place to play.
It very much is, and so some shooters can really lock in on this gym. I'm glad that you mentioned the point about the rims. They're very visible here, so we'll see how those teams adapt to it. We will get into our Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown, the full statistical comparison between these two teams. But first, we'll pay some bills. We'll be right back with more of our Cardinal pregame show right here on WBR Red.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS. Anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Yellow Window.
Welcome to Yellow Window in Big Rapids, where local flavor meets comfort. Located just across the Maple Street Bridge, we serve your favorites all day, including breakfast. There's always something new on the menu with our daily specials. Need help for your next event? Our banquet room, catering service, and food trailer can help with all your event needs. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with extended dinner hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yellow Window, where every bite feels like home.
Your car is less of a car nowadays, more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
Welcome back here to Newaygo High School. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you on the call here tonight. We have made the trek down southwest to Newaygo across M37, 38 miles of tread on the tires to get here tonight. And we're glad that you have joined us if you have decided not to make the trek. But even if you did, you can take us with you on the go. WBRN.com and the WBRN mobile app, as well as you can listen in 96.5 and 1460 AM. Score update from the girls varsity. It hasn't changed much since we last spoke at the third quarter break. It's 34-20 in favor of Coach Heist's group. Right now we see the Newaygo Lions taking a timeout, seeing if they can try to maybe make some pressure happen defensively, force some turnovers, get themselves back in it here at home. Just a reminder, Big Rapids Little League signups are still open, folks, until February 21st. That's right, February 21st, next Friday, ages 4 to 14. Visit BigRapidsLittleLeague.com for more information. With that, we get into the Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown, what you came for pregame for. Target your potential customers with ads on streaming TV, as well as you can get all sorts of good things. Video streaming, audio streaming, graphic design, the whole 9 yards. Get your ads on Hulu, ESPN, live streaming TV, live sports, and all. Find out more at DazosDigital.com. And with that, we look at the comparison of these two teams. Cardinals come in 13-5, 9-2. They have wrapped up the home games this year until next Friday at 9-2. 4-3 on the road this year. Of course, you have to take into account those 7 games have been against some really good teams in non-conference play, going to Kenowa Hills that Saturday after the Reed City game, going to St. Francis, tough place to play, having to play Grant the first time at their place. So those are some tough places to play. At Fremont as well, tight rim city over there, not too far actually from where we are right now. But what's been very impressive, Blake, this team has turned up when it comes to conference play. 7-1, that only lost to the top-seeded Tigers of Grant. And they've done it dominance overall in the conference. 65 points per game scored, 45.3 given up. They have taken care of business in conference play so far this year, and we hope to see that again tonight against the Lions.
Yeah, we talked about it being a two-horse race all year long with the Grant Tigers and the Cardinals, and the Cardinals have done a fantastic job taking care of business when they need to. You go into a hostile place that is Grant, and you lose to, let's be honest, a really, really good Grant Tigers team. But we talked about you've got to take care of business everywhere else, and they've done that and then some. Anytime you've got a 20-point margin, when you're talking about wins and losses, you're beating your conference opponents by 20 points. You're a pretty dominant force. So a really, really good job by the Cardinals all season long, and you got to take care of business tonight. So Friday, again, we have that matchup that we've been waiting for.
We will be waiting for it, indeed, if they get the job done tonight. Of course, Cardinals beat Lakeview on Tuesday, 75-45. A little bit of a slow start in the stat sheet. Many would read online and saw, it was pretty tight after the first 8 minutes. Lakeview did a great job of hitting some shots in the first 8 minutes. They were incredible from there. I believe the score was 18-14 at the first break. But then the Cardinals get out and run. 20-13 in the second quarter. 29, a season high in points per quarter in the third. 29-11, they outscored them. And then they finished it off in the fourth with an 8-7 score, reserves battling it out. So obviously they saw the offense. They saw it get it done. The defense and conference play has been great, almost 11 to 12 steals a game, averaging almost higher than that to the 13-14 range, considering the Reed City games, the Chip game, as well as the Tri-County game in recent memory. They've been stealing the basketball. So that'll be very important tonight. Newaygo comes in 7-11, 3-7 here at home, 4-4 on the road. They haven't had as much home court advantage this year as years past. So we'll see necessarily how that changes their play going into this. Obviously, it's not going to be you've changed one strategy completely for an away game to a home game, but the confidence, I think, for Newaygo, it's not going to be as high as if we were talking a flip-flop record in reading where they're 4-4 at home and 3-7 on the road.
Right, and again, you see more and more people filling in. They have the student section in zone, and kids are going to feed off of that energy, and they're going to do a great job, this home crowd, of bringing that energy for the boys team coming up here as the Cardinal girls just push their lead to 19. So even though they're 3-7 here at home, they've played some tough teams here as well. So look for Newaygo to find a way, and you don't have to switch a ton of things up. Maybe they play more man than they normally do. They play a lot of 2-3 zone that we've seen. We'll get into that in a little bit. But again, a home game, a Thursday night feels like a Friday. A lot of places have tomorrow off anyway. So look for the fans to start filling in more, that student section to be rocking. And it's going to be imperative for the Cardinals to get off to a really good start to quell that crowd tonight.
I mean, who doesn't love a 4-day weekend? I know I love it, Blake. I know you love a 4-day weekend. Mm-hmm. It's actually 5 for us as Big Rapids playing on a snow day today. Newaygo going through the 9 to 5, getting the same routine. That will be something interesting to watch, especially how the first quarter goes. But we'll talk about that later on. Newaygo this year have played some good teams, as you mentioned, Blake, here in this building, especially over the last 7 games. They have been through a gauntlet of teams. Since that Reed City game, the defense has been tested time and time again, playing Grant. Fruitport had a good offensive team. Hart, we know, can fill it at any point, at any time. And then, obviously, in their last game on Tuesday at Orchard View, 70-66 loss. They battled in that game on the road over their last 3, and they played some of their best ball on the road this year. But, I mean, the drastic number, they score about 60, which is higher than the Cardinals at 58. But they give up 67 as opposed to Big Rapids has got it done defensively, only giving up 48 this year. A massive, massive difference when you have that defense to back you up. If the offense can't get out and firing for Newaygo, they got to trust they hit shots each and every first quarter of every game.
Yeah, and the big thing is like I said, Newaygo plays a lot of that zone. And a lot of times high school kids get into that mode where I'm playing the zone. I'm going to stand there, hands out, and shots don't get contested. And you let the ball get into the paint, and then you kick it out the backside. You can't contest those shots all the time. And the game has changed a ton, right? A lot more 3-point centric from when you played, from when I played. So when you see a lot of zone like that, and you run into a couple of kids that are sharpshooters, all bets are off. And then it turns into, now we've got to get out and press because we're behind. So then it turns into a track meet. And when you're trying to press and it gets broken, it's going to be layup or an easy look for somebody. So look for maybe Newaygo to find a way to slow the game down tonight to limit possessions. I think that's the best chance they have at competing and pulling off an upset tonight.
Last point before we take our third break here of the pregame. You mentioned three-point shooting. That's been something Big Rapids has really brought into the bag since the flip from 2024 to 2025. 21 three-pointers attempted per game. That is almost 4 more shots from beyond the arc than they did in the first 8 games of the year before December 31st, 2024. So they start to almost feel more confident shooting the basketball as opposed to early on in the year. We saw some of these games where, you look at the Reed City game, everything they were touching was turning to gold. But then you go to some other Kenowa Hills, they had a good shooting performance but couldn't get the ball shot up as much. Then you look at some of the other games they played this year. Shepherd, struggle right out of the gate. West Michigan Aviation was a struggle. Central Montcalm, there's a lid on the basket for 2.5 quarters, it felt like. And so they have now started to really get their offensive rhythm, over 65 in 3 of their last 4, and especially with good shooting behind the arc. Cole Heist having a big game on Tuesday. Some of the other guys as well, Gabe as well as Liam, having monster games on Friday shooting the basketball. And so it just feels like right now the shooting for the Cardinals is getting increasingly better. Good trajectory headed into what we would call March Madness in late February.
Yeah, and it all starts with Cole Heist. He's your best catch-and-shoot guy, probably your best guy pulling up in transition as well. And he's been more aggressive hunting shots. Gabe, last game against Lakeview, 3 for 5 from the triple line. Anytime you can get your 6'8" wing to knock down 3 out of 5 triples, you are going to have a ton of success. As well as you've got guys, Jerice Moten being more willing to knock down jump shots. You've got Isaac Wilhelm coming off the bench and knocking down a couple of triples against Reed City. It's something that he's able to do. Liam McLaughlin, when he can catch and shoot, he's pretty dynamic behind the arc as well. Kobe Griffin got into the action against Lakeview as well, knocking down a jump shot. So the X-Man, Mishler, he's as good a shooter as we have on our team. He's a guy that doesn't get a ton of minutes, but when he's in there, he's got the green light to shoot the ball. So that's something that Ken Ingles teams have done forever. You go back to the year we played at the Breslin Center, we actually made more 3-point field goals in that game than 2-point field goals. So if you got a shooter, if you got some guys that can fill at threes worth more than 2, so green light for a lot of these guys, and it's been a staple. I'm sure that when you played Big Rapids, that was, they shoot the ball, you got to chase them off the 3-point line, and if you're going to do that, you're going to have some success. Way easier said than done, though. The Cardinals do a really good job of sharing the ball and finding ways to get open looks.
Absolutely. The assists have been on the trajectory upward. I'm starting to have nightmares about Kenny Smith, so we're going to step aside. We'll be back after this here on WBRN.
In the year 2017, an innocent man accused of a crime has a choice: hard time or prime time.
Ugh, I didn't do it, and now my car's suspension is kaput like a running man.
Fortunately, the Napa-certified technicians at Johnson's Automotive can fix the suspension, replace the tires, even replace the brakes on any make or model.
I told Damian Killian I would be back.
Johnson's Automotive, Northland Drive, Big Rapids. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
Killian, here is Sub-Zero, now plain zero.
Hey, it's Ben with Sam's Disposal with some garbage etiquette for you. While not required, it's always best when you bag your trash. Sam's Disposal can take bagless trash, but bagless trash can leave a mess on a windy day. Please clear a space around your can so we can get to your trash fast. That includes snow, leaves, bodies, or whatever. Please don't let your dogs help us take out the trash. While we know they're just trying to help, dogs have not evolved into helping take out trash. Whether you want to follow these suggestions or not, it's up to you. But when you want your trash reliably, consistently, and all the time removed, call Sam's Disposal at 231-796-2952.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, maintenance and repairs on your vehicle are done by techs who have the training, the tools, and digital diagnostics to do it right. Call or make your appointment online today. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Welcome back here to Newaygo High School. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. Kenny Davis the man that gives you nightmares. I literally wanted to forget his name so bad that I had to mess up the last name. No, he was a great player. He was shooting the basketball very well back in the day, and so are the Cardinals at this point. The varsity girls, they're shooting the basketball very well right now, 21-42 from home to visiting left to right. So that means Cardinals with a monstrous lead heading into the final minute 45 here in this one while we have the chance to do so. Big thanks to Big Rapids Public Schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids, Canadian Lakes, Moto Macassa Transit Authority, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, as well as Quality Car and Truck Repair. Thank you for your support of Cardinal basketball. Looking at that Lakeview game on Tuesday, Blake, especially looking at some of the stats, you mentioned a couple players that played very well in that game. Cole Heist, our player of the game, BRPS player of the game, which we'll get to later on at the end of the broadcast. So stick around for that lot of basketball, of course. 25 minutes, 16 points for him, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. You love efficiency. You got it out of Cole, especially on Tuesday night. Gabe Jenga, 19 points, high volume. He's going to get you points on the board. He just needs the looks. And you also saw some great play, I thought, out of Liam McLaughlin and Jerice Moten. Those guys really did great. Moten had 4 assists in that game, one of the highest for him on the season, as well as Liam McLaughlin. He did some great things playing defensively with a lot of physicality against some of those Lakeview players, which was great to see from him. He's a physical player, get downhill, offensively, defensively. He can provide a big spark for this team. And he was very efficient, too. 3 for 3 on his field goals. I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but that's a pretty good percentage.
Yeah, you know, Jerice does all the dirty work. He guards everybody's best guard. He pushes the tempo. He's a guy that's going to get you putbacks. He's a guy that's going to run the floor for layups. He's going to get you a pick 6 or 2 a game. And then you look at Liam, another glue guy, a guy who just comes in and fills his role, plays defense, drives the ball, and he's a strong driver, especially going to his right. Big, strong kid, so he does a lot of things really well. And you can kind of start to see those puzzle pieces fitting together. And the Cardinals are starting to prime themselves for a run. Hopefully you can get starting center Ty Gilchek back ready to go by next week. Love to see him get some run against Kent City just to, knock some of that rust off in preparation for the big one on Friday, as well as districts on the 24th. But they are finding their roles. They are filling their roles, and they're doing it to a T. And that's what you want moving forward into the last week of the regular season.
The horn has sounded. Varsity girls with a victory, 42-21 your final. Congratulations to Coach Heist. Celebratory locker room celebration, I know, is incoming, clinching a CSAA Red Conference Championship. Congratulations to Coach Heist, the entire coaching staff, and those players for gritting through a very, very good game. Only allowed 8 points and a half. Impressive stuff. Earning it here on the road. Obviously, they still got 2 weeks to go in the regular season, but with the conference slate, they've beaten the team that's right behind them and have got themselves the gap to clinch it at this point. So congratulations to them. The boys will be awaiting here to get their warm-ups underway. We'll get to the coach's corner with Jason Kostecki here coming up in just a moment. Do have the injury report to you. Unsponsored, but sponsored by, of course, Michigan Primary Care Partners. It only feels fitting that we get you that sponsor related to that. Right now, no Ty Gilchek and also likely no Ashton Folkema tonight. Both guys are not dressed in warm-up lines, so those guys will be out likely for this game. And so, obviously, next man up, the depth on this team we have seen can be very, very good. We saw it on Tuesday. We saw it especially last week there on Friday night with a dominant rivalry victory. And so it's going to be one of those kind of games where everybody is probably going to get some minutes, whether it might be 1, whether it's 10, or if it's all 32. You're going to need everybody to step up to the plate tonight in such an important game indeed. And so it's going to be a tall task tonight to get the victory because Newaygo in this gym, they have played better this year. It might not show on film, but they do better defensively here in this gym. We will see how they try to attack the Cardinals tonight. With that, we'll take it inside the huddle with assistant coach Jason Kostecki here on our Coach's Corner ahead of the matchup with the Lions. Assistant coach Jason Kostecki joining us here on the Coach's Corner. Coach, thanks for joining us. Obviously coming off of a win on Tuesday. Obviously, Lakeview, a team that, doesn't jump off the page as far as numbers and PR concerned, but it did feel like after that first quarter, your guys settled in. They played offense, defense very, very well, and it was a complete win there on Tuesday night at home.
Yeah, it was a complete win. We did start some guys that normally wouldn't start, so a different combination. We gave the seniors, or started all the seniors. So, and that does, it plays a role in how things get going. You got guys coming off the bench that normally don't. So we did start pretty slow in the first quarter, didn't play real well. But once we got rolling with our normal rotations, we looked pretty good.
Absolutely, and we'll be headed here to Newaygo tonight against the Lions. Last time you guys played them, jumped out ahead, kind of let them back in the game a little bit in the second half. What are you expecting Newaygo might change this time around being at home, and what are you guys looking forward to trying to implement tonight against the Lions?
Yeah. Coach Long's a good coach there. Those kids are going to play hard. And Newaygo's a tough place to play. It's smaller. It's a little bit confined. So I look for Newaygo to give us their best shot tonight. And we know that we just got to go up there and take care of business with, obviously, next Friday's showdown, looming. We have to win this one, and we have to play well.
Absolutely, and really with next Friday's game, as long as you guys can win tonight, playing for a conference championship, not to mention as well districts getting into that mode here soon. What's the biggest emphasis that you guys as a coaching staff are talking to the team, trying to work on heading to those postseason to play the best ball possible?
Yeah, the biggest thing is getting better on the defensive end. We have our moments where we kind of, are out to lunch and take some plays off and teams make some runs on us. And then then on the other end, we get a little stagnant offensively. And those two combinations, are okay to do against teams like Lakeview and teams that aren't very good. But you do those combinations against the Grants, the Ludingtons, and the districts, you put yourself in a bind to where you're going to have to really fight back. So consistency on both ends is what we're working on from here until, hopefully we're talking the Breslin Center,
Hey, we would love to be in East Lansing, that's for sure. Coach, we'll obviously give you the last two questions. First off, who's your individual that you think might have a big night tonight in Newaygo?
I think Liam McLaughlin goes off tonight. For some reason, he plays well on the road, and I think he has a matchup that he can exploit tonight, so I like him to have a good game.
All right, well, good luck to Liam. And as always, keys to victory tonight to earn another conference win against Newaygo and get a season sweep.
Yeah, we just got to go in there and play consistently. We got to play good defense. Newaygo is better than they look on paper. You watch them; they're a good, solid, athletic team. And if we don't play good defense, we're going to be in for it. So we got to be better on the defensive end tonight.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Coach Kostecki, and I will see you here in Newaygo tonight.
Hey, thanks, Brandon, and safe travel. See you tonight.
Thanks to Jason Kostecki for joining us here, and obviously Blake must have heard the coach's corner ahead of time. He's wearing his Spartan gear. We want to get to the Breslin Center once again. The Cardinals, we had a great time last time we were able to get in that building. But big takeaways, Liam as the guy to watch tonight. Last time, Cardinals played away from Big Rapids. I mean, he dropped an 18 bomb against Tri-County. Best game of the year for him, shooting the basketball 6 of 11. So he could have that kind of night tonight with the momentum moving forward on the road. And the defensive consistency, I'm glad that Coach Kostecki brought that up, because when this team can play 32 minutes of good defensive basketball, they can be considered the best and favorite team in the district. They can compete with Ludington and those teams if they can play that consistent defense. It's those lulls, those lapses that lets teams get back into it. Look at Whitehall, right? That first quarter was dominance. Then there's a funk, and then things get off the tracks, off the rails. And so that's going to be key tonight, because Newaygo, they're going to have those momentum runs. They're going to get their student section in it. They're going to make some buckets. How do the Cardinals respond is going to be a key tonight.
Yeah, and it's not always a collective thing where it's all five guys make a mistake. It could be as simple as the old hand down, man down. A guy doesn't close out with his hand up. It's the little thing. A guy hits a jump shot in his face. One guy doesn't rotate defensively, and you give up a layup. One guy is defending. Big Rapids likes to play that matchup zone. Defending with his hands down, doesn't have a ball, or a hand shadowing the ball, and the ball gets into the middle of the zone. And anytime the ball goes into the middle of a zone, you're going to have problems, because at that point you can get picked apart. So if they can just clean up those little things, making sure you're rotating on the backside, making sure you're not letting the ball go into the middle of a zone. That's where Lakeview had a lot of success early. But the thing that the Cardinals do a really good job of is mixing up looks. They're going to press you on makes and misses. They're going to play you in a man. They're going to play you in a 3-2. They're going to play you in a 1-3-1. They're going to play you in a matchup. They might even box in one your best player or triangle in two your best players. Very well coached on the defensive side, and I know that's something that Coach Heist specifically you see with the girls, giving up 5.25 points a quarter in that last game. That's the most math I've done in my head in a really long time.
Excellent.
But at the same time, she does a great job at teaching defense. And if the coaching staff can get those guys, all five moving around as a collective unit, they are stifling defensively. You've got the shot eraser and Gabe underneath when Ty Gilcheck is back, another shot eraser. And then you've got, Cole Heist out there. He's the guy that's directing traffic. And then you've got two really good off guards that can guard the ball and create havoc, and Liam and Jerice. And then you bring in Drew off the bench, a freshman who sees the court very well, one of the better guys playing off the ball and getting steals. So if you can find a way to play, you hear complimentary football a lot, but that complimentary basketball where you get stops defensively, you can get out and run in transition. You could see the Cardinals not only winning a share of the league next Friday, but also raising a district trophy for the first time in a really long time.
Baby steps forward, but it can be done if we see 32 minutes of basketball each and every night. Easier said than done. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the finale of our Big Rapids Cardinal pregame show, starting lineups as well as final thoughts coming up next right here on WBRN.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gilcheck, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rakoff, and Brody Osaski return along with Newaygo's Russell Toft, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzger, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Filler Insurance, the Rakoff family, Old and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
Siding, brick, wood exteriors, decks, docks, driveways, walls, cabinets, and woodwork.
I have used Extremely Clean for projects ranging from painting and power washing to even deck repair. Timely, professional, and they're at a good rate.
Extremely Clean does great work. Call them today and you won't be disappointed. Excellent service, they're very friendly, conscientious, and affordable. I highly recommend Extremely Clean.
Licensed and insured for over 20 years in business, Extremely Clean does it all. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and at extremelycleanmi.com.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
I'm Patty Jackson. I'm a physician assistant. I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. My dad was basically sick all of his life. A lot of his treatment was down in the greater Detroit area. I got into healthcare because I wanted to help my community and help bridge that gap between patients who need healthcare coverage in these rural areas. I see my dad in almost every patient that I see. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients for same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Little League starting lineups coming up here in just about 5 minutes as we get set here for tip-off in Newaygo. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. Don't worry if you think you're late. You are right on time. Just about 5 minutes to go in pregame festivities before we get you on your way here tonight in the home of the Lions. Big thanks goes out to New Horizon Landscaping, Michael Oil and Propane, Big Country Big Deals, Cook's Tree Service, Post 98 American Legion Baseball, Sam's Disposal, Dazos Digital, and BigRapidsDailyNews.com. Thank you for your support of Big Rapids Cardinal basketball. As we look here down, Cardinals getting warmed up. They seem very loose right now. it's a good sign, right? You don't want to be too uptight for these kind of big games, especially when you're playing on a unique playing night of a Thursday. I mean, especially from the coach's perspective, Blake, I mean, how much does that change you going from Tuesday to Friday? You have that more of kind of the get back on Wednesday with practice, and you kind of have the walk through lighter practice on Thursday, but you lose a day, and so how does that adjust when you prep?
So you're still gonna take that rest, not necessarily rest day, but I know yesterday because of the weather, all the boys got was a shooter out, so there was no real prep work because safety is paramount of our student athletes. I wanted to get them out at a reasonable time before it got dark, so they could be home safely to be able to play. So, but anytime that you do that, normally, the way that I would run practice is Wednesday's like that skills day. We're going to get back to the basics. We're gonna get some shots up. We're not going to do a ton of 5-on-5 work, maybe some half-court stuff. And then Thursday is going to be that day where you prep. You get a scout team prepared. You say, this is what they're going to run. This is how we're going to try and stop these things. But the good news is this is a familiar foe. And nowadays, it's not like you have to go and scout teams with a camera. You can just log on to Huddle or NFHS and find somebody or find that film. So these teams know each other really well. But at the same time, it's a snow day. It is a Thursday, so you get one less day to prepare. Big Rapids is completely out of routine. Snow day games have never really gone well in the Cardinals' favor. A lot of flat starts. Hopefully this group is a little bit different. I do like how loose they look, shooting jump shots, smiles, having fun. And that's what the game is all about anyway, having fun. So I think, the Cardinals expect to win this one. I think they are ready. It's just coming out and executing.
Absolutely. And looking at that last matchup back on January 10th, it was a win for the Cardinals against the Lions, 70-54. Dominant first half. They just came out, pedal to the metal, dominant 20-plus point lead at the half. Then they let Newaygo crawl back in it with a stagnant second half, of course, overall. Leaders in that game, Cole Heiss with 21. He was 5 of 10 from deep. Monstrous night there on home floor as well. A lot of guys battling and rebounds. Belvin, Lamont had a massive, massive game. He only had 8 minutes, but he had 6 rebounds in those 8 minutes. I'm not a mathematician, but that's pretty darn good. NBA guys can't even get that ratio.
Dennis Rodman-esque.
Pretty much at this point. I mean, maybe we can call him that. He's close in numbers when it comes to rebounding on the season. Jenga also had 6. Gilchek also had 6. Gabe as well as Ty both had 6 assists in that game. They figured out how to move the ball around against that zone, especially that night, and especially very, very impressive game shooting the basketball, 45% from the floor. It was 30 from downtown, but you had Ty and you had Cole just lighting it up. Every team had to keep them honest, and so you expect to see Newaygo make some changes. Do they maybe throw a box and one? Maybe do they throw a little bit more of a heavy pressure look, maybe full court to try to get them before they can even set up anything? We'll see. It'll be very interesting to see, and I'm glad we get to have both of these teams, right, all the red teams, playing twice, so you get the strategy involved. We talked with Coach Walsh on the Rundown, and if you guys haven't watched the Rundown, find it Big Rapids Daily News on YouTube. Blake and I broke down the rest of the boys and girls regular seasons, especially going into districts, what it means seating-wise ahead of the tournament. You can find that Big Rapids Daily News on YouTube. But especially, Blake, last 60 seconds here before we get into the national anthem and starting lineups. The game back on January 10th was a pivotal point for the Cardinals starting the new year. Didn't have a game earlier on in the week that had to make a statement, and they did right out of the gate. And this also feels like a game where they need to make a statement moving into a gauntlet of next week and then the following week where it really matters most. You play until you're outplayed.
Yeah, this is a big one we talked about. If you want to win a league title, you have to win this one tonight. You also want to be playing your best basketball, but we need that Kent City game. So you're building on, the success. Hopefully you take care of business tonight, play well against Kent City, and then all bets are off. You're playing for a league title on the last game of the year. It doesn't get any better than that, but you have to take care of business here. And one thing to point out, Blake Kerr playing and starting for Newaygo may have spoiled one starter for the Little League starting lineups there. A guy who did not play in the first game. And also, we talked about Ty Gilchek having 6 assists in that first game against that zone. Well, Ty is not playing tonight, and I have said it several times. He is the best passing big man in the league. So who do you plug in there? Is it Lamont? Is it Gabe? Do you throw Liam or Jerice in there as well and keep Gabe on a wing? So it's going to be that chess match we see between coaches. Interested to see how Coach Long is going to make some adjustments, and to counter that, how is Coach Ingles going to handle those adjustments and make adjustments of his own.
The clock has been stopped here for the time being, so teams are continuing their warm-ups here before we start this contest here. Maybe a little bit closer towards 7:30 now, as we do have some more time being put up on the clock as is. They haven't punched in the official numbers yet, but we'll keep it here at least for the coverage for the next minute or two. Then we'll take a break and go back. I think especially looking at that game back against Newaygo, Cole Heist definitely the dominant player in that one. And that was especially a good game that started off the momentum of where this team wanted to go. We touched on that. Little League starting lineups here presented by Big Rapids Little League, of course. Sign up. It's pretty simple. February 21st is the last day. You got 8 days to do it. Counting tonight, it'll be 7 days tomorrow to sign your kids up, 4 to 14 in age, to get them ready on the diamond, having a great summer and spring of some Little League baseball. Of course, one of the best times of year. Of course. Starting lineups tonight, we will start with the hometown Lions of Newaygo. Their starters go as follows. First starter going to be introduced is Isaiah Maidema, the junior. He'll be guarding, manning the backcourt, guarding the guards up top against for the Cardinals. You got Hunter Yursevich, the talented athlete. We saw how good he can be on the football field this past year, the senior. Blake Kerr, as mentioned, great first name to the partner on my right. He's back in the lineup wearing 23 tonight for the Lion Gray and Black, as well as Russell Toth and Ethan Rayburn, a senior combo, will be manning the starting five for the Lions and Coach Jason Long. For the Cardinals, tonight your starters goes as follows. It will be Jerice Moten making another start here for the Cardinals this season. He will be followed by, of course, the talented point guard junior Cole Heist, who will be the second starter introduced for the Cardinals. Third starter, not wearing 3, but wearing 4. Liam McLaughlin will get the starting call today. Once again, another start to the campaign for him, as well as Gabe Chinga, your fourth starter. That leaves who the fifth starter will be. Tonight, it's Lamont Belvin. 23 will be making his way on the floor for the Navy Blue in Cardinal colors tonight. Got some great uniforms on display as well. Cardinals wearing their road navy blues. Newaygo will be wearing their classic whites here at home, as typical fashion in these contests. And so it's going to be a great night of basketball, Blake. Can't wait to call this one. You know Newaygo's been ready for it, and you know Big Rapids is ready to play this game to all but assure themselves a championship Friday next week.
Yeah, a big one. And the Cardinals look like they're getting locked in here, going back through layup lines. It's going to be a fun one tonight. A ruckus atmosphere. You see the fans are still piling in a little bit. A couple of them are going to the concession stand, getting ready to energize themselves for another really fun CSAA matchup between the Lions and the Cardinals. A big one for both teams. If you're a Lions fan, you want a good performance tonight. Obviously, you want to win, but you want to be playing well. You want to build some momentum moving forward because you host districts. And if you host districts, that's a big deal. If you're a senior, that's potentially 3 more home games you get to play. So you want to be playing the best basketball you can. And, we've said it 1,000 times. We'll say it again. Win this one if you're the Big Rapids Cardinals, and you've got a shot next Friday to win the league outright. Or not outright, but win a share, excuse me. And that's a huge deal because that's the first and foremost, that's everybody's first goal, win the league. So get business taken care of tonight. Move forward, take care of Kent City, and then you've got that big one on Friday.
Win a share unless Reed City has something in mind tomorrow night. You just never know with the season they've had in the second half. They might be able to beat the Grant Tigers. You just never know. This will be meeting number 25 since 2010. Cardinals have dominated this series, 21-3 overall. Last Lion win was January 4, 2019. Can the Lions etch a new number and date in the book, or the Cardinals continue their success and get a series season sweep? We'll find out. We'll be back after the 9th national anthem. Tip-off, Cardinals and Lions, coming up next right here on WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS. Anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Welcome to Yellow Window in Big Rapids, where local flavor meets comfort. Located just across the Maple Street Bridge, we serve your favorites all day, including breakfast. There's always something new on the menu with our daily specials. Need help for your next event? Our banquet room, catering service, and food trailer can help with all your event needs. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with extended dinner hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yellow Window, where every bite feels like home.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley's Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Your car is less of a car nowadays, more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my extra D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive Napa-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
This is Senior Jerice Moten, and you're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio, WBRN.
Let's get it started here in the building in Newaygo High School. Cardinals and Lions getting set to start this CSAA Red Slugfest here this Thursday night. One of 3 games on tap here this evening on Thursday. We got some great ones that we'll keep our eye on as much as we can in terms of scores from around the league. Some big-time matchups on the girls and boys side. Obviously, Coach Heist's team getting the win here just a few moments ago in the girls matchup. Massive, massive momentum for them going into next week. Starting lineups are being introduced on the floor. First for the visiting Cardinals, wearing the navy blue tops and matching shorts tonight. Man, I love those uniforms. They are pretty indeed. Jerice Moten, Cole Heist, Liam McLaughlin, Lamont Belvin, and Gabe Chinga will get the starting call tonight for Coach Ingalls and company here on the road against Newaygo, as we will see the starting 5 for Newaygo being introduced. Next, we had obviously a chance to mention the 5 names beforehand, but as you mentioned, Blake, the other Blake is playing tonight. So what does Blake Kerr especially bring to Newaygo that you think might be something to look at as far as the Cardinal scout defensively?
A big athletic body. He's going to go right, and he's going to go right. He really likes a right-handed hesitation dribble. So if you try to force him left, he's going to hit you with a hezi, and he's going to try and go right again. But a great athlete. Again, a big, strong kid. Look for him to just, get in the post and bang around with the bigs. Try and do a couple of, get the dirty work, get those rebounds, those putbacks. But he can step out and knock down jump shots as well. A good piece for Newaygo to have back and healthy.
A talented quarterback indeed on the gridiron. Isaiah Miedema, Hunter Yurzovich, Blake Kerr, Russell Toth, and Ethan Rayburn. Your starting five for the Newaygo Lions here at home tonight. Man, we got a great PA man here in Newaygo. They know how to get the right voices on the microphone. Love to see the enthusiasm and passion going into this basketball game here. We've got 5 aside. We got 3 officials. A proper orange basketball that bounces to the proper height of a standing elbow from an overhead bounce. 2 rims at 10 feet apiece. And all but 32 minutes of CSAA basketball here in Newaygo. Tip is up. We are underway. This one going towards the offensive end for Big Rapids, but taken by Newaygo. Lions will start with the basketball here at home first against a zone for the Cardinals. Quick shot in the corner on the way. Back off the iron, no good. Jenga pulls down the miss. Extremely clean rebound right out of the gate for Gabe. Now he's got it in his mitts. He's going to fire a 3. That one off the back iron, no good. Traded threes go empty in the first 30 seconds. Newaygo will walk it across. Miedema stuck on the wing. Good defense in there by McLaughlin. Back out, trying to rotate it around. Yurzovich on the top, defended by Moten. Trying to see if they get a screen here. Kerr trying to orchestrate traffic. He's now got it at the nail, and he's fouled. It looks like this one's going to be on Gabe. He tried to close out and just really bumped into the body that time. Good call by the official.
That's that matchup zone where you can't let the ball get in the middle. You see that they flash guy in the middle. Gabe lifts to help. And just got a little too overzealous and knocks him over. Note that the officials did call the girls' game very tight. It looks like it's going to be the exact same way in this one.
Kerr holds it on the top, reverses around, tries to get a screen up top. Yurzovich to hold. At the top of the arc, skip to the corner. Open. Kerr for 3. No good. Missed it short. Offensive rebound. Back up. Bouncing around. No good. And Gabe plucks down the miss. He'll outlet to Heist now, working full court man-to-man. Pestered by Rayburn, gets it across the timeline, handoff for Gabe. Gabe back at the nail, backs it out. Liam on a jab step, diving, tries to find a pass inside, deflected. Great hustle on the floor by McLaughlin. Threw it off the line, and the Cardinals will keep the basketball back. Trouble on the handle, but great hustle from McLaughlin just to keep the possession alive.
Yeah, just doing the glue guy things, right? Loses the ball, gets it back. Battling for every inch, exactly what you want.
Off the inbounds, they'll float it to Jenga. He'll try to see if he can go one-on-one. Kick out for McLaughlin. McLaughlin skips. Nice pass. Belvin up strong and scores. Your first 2 of the ball game goes to 23 in blue. Lamont Belvin with the first bucket of the night. And a steal. Jenga knocked it away. Up ahead. Lamont again. And an easy deuce the other way. Defense to offense. A steal for Gabe and a deuce for Belvin.
Another really, really good job by the Cardinals, mixing up defenses, making it difficult on Gabe, now taking a charge as well.
What a great start defensively. Blake, we talked about the defensive consistency that's needed for this team. Coach Kostecki mentioned in the coach's corner, this is as good of a first 2 minutes as you can ask for. 6-12 in the first to go. 4-0 our score in favor of the Cards.
Good to see Gabe doing other things, hunting for shots, but getting rebounds and getting steals as well. He's filling that void that Ty's left on the rebounding spot.
Moten tries to drive. A back pick attempt will pick up a foul, it looks like, here on the floor. We'll await the number. Looks like it is going to, in fact, be on Miedema, the junior. So that'll be his first, 3rd foul of the ball game. Cardinals will try to get it inbound. They do for Belvin. Belvin reverses now. McLaughlin tries to drive. Good defense there by the Lions. Gabe to the short corner. Now another dribbles. Backstep and a 2. Great awareness from Gabe. He had Rayburn on him, and he just needed to get him out for a second and backed his way in for 2.
Yeah, Gabe fakes like he's going to leave the short corner, turns around, uses his body, creates an advantage, easy finish.
Long ball goes wide to the left off the fingertips of Yurzovich. Cardinals get the rebound, and another back tap attempt goes for a foul. And guess who? It's on Miedema. That's going to be his second of the ball game already. 5:27 to go in the first. Coach Long is going to have to send on Nathan Watson in the backcourt here for the Lions. Miedema there, I mean, you're beat. You try to make a play on the ball, but there's still a lot of first quarter left before you even think about that foul. Gabe backing in, left hand, just bounced it in and out. Good battle from Belvin, not able to win it. In the hands now of Tom. Gives it off to Jurzovic. Good zone defense from the Cardinals again, forcing it to the corner. Watson backs it out, cross the way. Rayburn holds against Moten. Jurzovic on the top, over for Watson. Deflection there by Moten, back up top. Newaygo still got it. 5 minutes to go in the first, 6-0 Cardinals. Fakes the skip. Not letting him out of the corner now. They get it up to the wing. All the way around again. Trouble with the handle by Rayburn. He's going to try to dribble now. Bounce pass. Looking for Watson on the pump fake. Goes up. That one no good. Put back, no good. Jenga's battling for it, and he's got himself another rebound. Quick pace up ahead for McLaughlin. McLaughlin driving, flips it, and he couldn't quite score it all the way around and dropped out there for McLaughlin. Whistle on the floor. We are going the other way. Newaygo will get the basketball. Man, it's a great attack there by McLaughlin. Just turned back by the rim that time.
Yeah, but you want Liam to be aggressive going to the rack. You'll take that. Very similar to the girls' game. Having a hard time making the bunnies.
First bucket is up and good off the fingertips of Rayburn. Just a nice pass fake. Both the Cardinals bit the bait and is able to score a nice little 7-foot jump shot. Heiss backing his way into the short corner now, trying to get something set here for the Cardinals. Off for McLaughlin. Gets a screen. Going down to the baseline. Nice wrap pass. Belvin! He got the foul, not the bucket. He's going for two. Good defense there by Newaygo, but just a little bit too late and too jumpy once again. Newaygo just seems to be trying to jump in the passing lanes a little bit too much, trying to back tap too much, and it's really biting them right now. The Cardinals are staying very, very poised. And now Lamont Belvin at the post 98 charity stripe. First on the way is good from Lamont. Makes it a 7-2 ball game here with 4:03 to go. All of our free throws are presented by Post 98 American Legion Baseball. Find out more at 98baseball.com. Belvin second off the back heel, no good. Newaygo gets the miss. Cardinals shooting around 50% from the line this year, trying to improve that. Great hustle. Belvin not able to get the steal up strong. And one play for Newaygo the other way. That's a tough bucket from Rayburn.
That's one of those things, again, where everybody does what they're supposed to do, except one guy doesn't rotate on the backside, loses sight of the ball, and then you've got to try and block a shot. Liam picks up his first foul. Mr. Rayburn going for an and one opportunity here.
Free throws up and good. Makes it a 7-5 ball game. Big Rapids leads here. 4 minutes gone in the first quarter. Big thanks to New Horizons. They can take care of your snow this time of year as well as take care of your landscape in the spring and summer. Find out more at New Horizons Landscape. Jump around the way. Jenga missed it off the back heel. They left him alone there at the free throw line after the behind the back. Nice shot there from Gabe, but comes up just a titch strong. Newaygo looks for a response. Trying to skip it around, back to the free throw line. Jurzovic looking to go somewhere. Almost threw it over top of Rayburn. Nice catch. Now he's doubled. Trying to drive. Rejected. Jenga sent it back towards the bench. McLaughlin saves it. Now he's running with it. Over for Moten. Back for Liam. Driving. Flips it up. That one just short. Belvin was battling for it. And he's going to keep the possession down here at the near side and hit it off of a Lion. So with 3:12 to go in the opening quarter, Cardinals will get another chance here on the inbounds play. Big thanks as well goes out to A1 Auto Glass. Chips and cracks in your windshield are no bueno. Find out more with A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Here's Jenga backing his way. Fakes the shot up Moten. Moten now he'll drive. Kick out for Gabe. Gabe now driving again. Spinning. Flips it. Just shorted it. Good look for Gabe. He's now gone cold since the opening moment. 7-5 still our score. 2:52 to go. Cardinals lead it in the first. Skip to the corner. Pass fake down in the baseline corner right in front of the Cardinal bench. Now back inside at the nail. Firing his curve. Miss. Great rebound from Lamont Belvin. Great box out down there. Gabe and Belvin, the big man you mentioned, Blake, up to the task with the size advantage down low. Here's Heiss backing into the post. Pass fake. Now will fire a hook shot. That one off the back heel, no good. Now Newaygo with a good block out. They're going to run with it offensively.
That's a couple possessions in a row now where the Cardinals have not moved the ball. It's been one pass, maybe one pass. and shot. They got to get the ball moving from side to side if they're going to have any success. Really, really, really easy to guard right now.
Foul on the floor will go on Jerice Moten. That will be his first, trying to knock that basketball away there from Yurzevic. First foul against him. Step back off the catch. That one goes short. Rayburn will try to save it and does. Looks for a man. Backspin. Oh, and Toth is denied. Battle for it. Out of bounds. It will be Cardinal basketball, all thanks to the great work in the front court again from 23 and 24. Belvin and Jinga are locking down the paint right now.
It is incredibly difficult to shoot the ball over top of Gabe, and Lamont is so quick off the ground, doing a great job filling in for the injured Ty Gilchek.
Trouble on the pass. McLaughlin gets it back, tries to skip, does. Jinga for three. That one back heel. Belvin and Moten both there. Jerice will go up, and he will score it. Moten on the offensive putback. Great body control from Moten. He doesn't shoot it a lot, but, man, he's efficient. Trouble on the sideline. We're going the other way. Newaygo turns it over. Chance for a Cardinal sub. Drew Heist now will chuck into the ball game. We'll give Lamont Belvin a deserved break. Great minutes to start here for Belvin. 1:43 to go in the first quarter. 9-5 our score for the visiting Cardinals on top right now. Drew Heist will have it in at the point, working here against Newaygo's defense. They switch off. Here's Jinga. Rat pass back for Cole. Thought about the three. Nice pass fake. Goes up and will score with the left hand. Beautiful feed and a great job driving in the lane there from Cole Heist. His first bucket of the night. Newaygo looks to counter. Finds a man in the corner. Back up. Around the horn it goes. Into the hands now of Watson. He'll give it off. Rayburn thought about the shot. Cole Heist gets knocked down. Toth now catches it. Heist gets back up. Good defense right there at the elbow. Trying to drive. Euro flipping it up. Oh, and it drops. Yurzevic. Dipsy-doo throws it through. 11-7 our score. Final 60 seconds. Heist driving the other way. Knocked out of bounds on a deflection. It'll stay here. Was looking for McLaughlin in the corner. And I believe it was Rayburn might have got a piece of it. Also could have been Kerr. A lot of hands down there. Just got a piece of it knocked out of bounds.
Yeah. Cole flying into the lane. Loses the ball, has to find a way to just try and get it to a teammate, gets deflected out of bounds. Cardinals retain possession.
Woo! Crafty spin move. Jinga in a spin cycle sends Kerr one way and scores it the other.
Yeah, that's a really tough matchup for anybody. Blake Kerr doing his best, but Gabe gets the better of him there.
Nice shot fake and the score. Right back comes Toth the other way.
Give the Lions credit, they're hanging around.
13-9 score. Gabe, kick to the corner. Liam, spot up three. Yes! Triples for 4.
Liam likes that corner. Gabe does a great job of finding him. Give the Cardinals credit.
Newaygo,
apart the defense.
Trouble there. Rayburn was going to pass it and had to throw it up. Good defense from Cole. Back to the corner. Liam again! Yes! Back-to-back corner triples there from McLaughlin. Gives the Cardinals a 19-9 advantage through the first 8 minutes. Great basketball from Big Rapids. We'll pay some bills. We'll be back with the second quarter next here on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Siding, brick, wood exteriors, decks, docks, driveways, walls, cabinets, and woodwork.
I have used Extremely Clean for projects ranging from painting and power washing to even deck repair. Timely, professional, and they're at a good rate.
Extremely Clean does great work. Call them today and you won't be disappointed. Excellent service. They're very friendly, conscientious, and affordable. I highly recommend Extremely Clean.
Licensed and insured for over 20 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and at extremelycleanmi.com.
Y'all listening to Big Rapids. Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Eight in the books. Cardinals with a 10-point lead on the road, 19-9. 2 corner triples before the quarter. Open triples for Liam McLaughlin. Blake, I mean, that is as good of transition offense, and man, Liam is heating up right now.
Yeah, and a great job. We said it during the break. If you let the Cardinals get an advantage of you, whether it's 4-on-3, 5-on-4, they're going to find the open guy. They're going to make you pay. That was point A and point B right there. It's a 4-point ball game, and all of a sudden Liam hits 2. 10-point deficit is tough.
Cole Heist will fire and connects from downtown. He hoisted it from 25, and Heist hits it from downtown as there continues the 3-point shootout. How about the other way with a 3-ball? That one is short, tipped around. Cole Heist has it in his mitts. He's going to run with it now against 2 Newaygo defenders. On the hip, behind his back. Has it up top. Thought about the transition 3. Now will drive. Kick out. Liam driving in towards the baseline. Skips it, but over the top of Drew Heist. Tried to save it, and it's going to be over and back. Violation on the Cardinals. One of the first of the ball game. Just a miscommunication on the pass through it over the top. All Schuberg Insurance Agency, of course, our 3-point sponsors. Big thanks to them. From downtown, head downtown to Schuberg Insurance Agency. Big Rapids' most trusted name and insurance. 3 straight possessions prior to that one. 3 open looks knocked down. Heist hits 1. Liam hits a pair. Gets it 22-9 as we start the second quarter.
Cardinals playing their 1-3-1 here, trying to make life difficult by switching up into another defense. This is the 3rd defense they've shown through the first 9 minutes of action.
Heist on the top. Cole Heist is down on the baseline with Jenga and Moten. They reverse it. Thought about the shot. Good closeout by Jerice Moten. He's a pest out on the wing in this zone. Trying to move it around. They get it to the corner. Firing. That one way long. Misses everything there from Rayburn. Throws it ahead. Nice pass. Telepathy. Going for Cole now. Backing his way in. Spinning. Great find. Drew in the corner. That one short, no good. Moten was battling for it. Great save hustle there from Toth. Will keep the possession for Newaygo. They'll walk it up now. 6:20 to go in the half. Stick around. Scores around the league, as well as first half analysis coming up after the next 6:20. Jurzovic to hold. He's been awfully quiet so far. Don't want to jinx it so far. Did have one banked off the glass earlier in the first quarter. Here's Rayburn back up top for Kerr. Kerr moves it around. Back to Jurzovic. Trying to get to the left hand. Good denial defense there from Drew Heist. Rotating around. New man in the corner here. Meet him up, back up top again. Kerr back to the corner. Newaygo just trying to move it around. Cardinals staying very disciplined in front. Driving, floating from Rayburn wide to the left. Jenga plucks off the miss. Great defensive sequence. They're going to push. Moten back for Jenga. Oh, he was pushed. It looked like no foul called. Gabe was looking for the push. It looked like somebody touched him in the back as he was going to try to jam that one. Officials might not have saw it from down below, and we're going the other way.
Yeah, that's pretty rare for Gabe to look that out of control. He's got great body control. My guess is he did get a little shove in the back. Sometimes the officials miss one. You see how they respond now. So what? Now what?
They're going to move back to that defensive zone once again. And rejected! Back to Rayburn, flips it up. No good. Battle for it. Newaygo's got it. Backing his way in, trying to draw a foul. Missed everything. Heist now up ahead. Big numbers for the Cardinals. 5-on-3 if they get it set up. Heist is going to slow it down, however. Now he's going to try to drive it. Kick to the corner. Drew is open again. Just wide to the right. Tipped up by the Lions into the hands of Kerr. They're going to try to push. Rayburn across the timeline. Met there by McLaughlin. Backed out. Now Heist will go to the top of the zone. They get it to the corner. Kerr to hold. Looks on the skip. Finds a man. Jurzovic. He'll fire a long 3. That one wide to the right. Jenga plucks the miss. 22-9 our score. 4:55 to go here in the half. Cole to the left hand. Tries to draw contact. He scores it anyway. Great control. He couldn't even get to his left hand. He had to flip it up with the right and still got it to drop off the glass. Timeout taken by Newaygo. 24-9. Cardinals dominating to this point. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more after this here on WBRN.
My name is Nicole Urban. I'm an adult geriatric nurse practitioner, and I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. I have wanted to help people and care for people since I was young. I had an aunt who was a registered nurse and kind of helped drive me in that direction. I was able to see what she was able to do for patients, and it made me want to be able to do the same. I am accepting new patients in the Big Rapids and Grand Rapids locations. For more information, you can visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Back we are here in Newaygo High School. Brandon Worth as well as Blake Thomas joining you here on News Radio WBRN. Thanks for all that are tuning in. 24-9 is our score to this point. 4:33 to go in the half. Right now the Cardinals have taken defense and turned it into offense. The name of the game, transition so far, Blake.
Yeah, the Cardinals are doing a great job defensively, stifling and then finding a way to get out and run.
Long ball is good. Back into the game after foul trouble. Isaiah Miedema picked up 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes. He's back on and makes an impact immediately on a long three-point shot. Cardinals look to counter. Heist, great body control, missed it. Belvin back up. He lost it short. Bouncing around for it. Lions get it back. Good look from Heist, just comes up empty. Belvin also missing on the putback down the hill. Yurzevic, nice kick out pass. Open man, Watson for 3. Got it. Coach Long's timeout comes at the perfect time. It was once double digits, now just 9 with 3:40 to go, 24-15 score. Cardinals will work here against this defensive front for Newaygo. Kick out, Jenga, step back, fires a 3. Oh, string music. Beauty from Jenga from downtown.
Good luck. If Gabe's going to start hitting those, you're in deep trouble.
Spin move. Miedema. Oh, he got the bounce the other way. Countering the other way. Here comes Liam the other way. Great seal from McLaughlin. Inside. Belvin on the putback and got it. That's a great sequence from Lamont Belvin. McLaughlin had a 2 and missed it, but a great seal from Belvin to get Liam the look, and he puts it back anyway. 29-17, our score, 3 minutes to go in the half.
Lamont doing the dirty work, running the floor, being in position to get a rebound every single time. That's what you want from your starting center.
Long step back is good. Newaygo is heating up. Fingertips of Rayburn from downtown. Here's McLaughlin the other way. Answers the other way. Get your track shoes on if you want to play with these 10. This one knocked out of bounds to the near sideline. It'll stay with Newaygo. Substitute coming in. Moten checks on for Big Rapids.
This is something new that the Cardinals haven't done a ton of this year. A lot of it is pushing the ball off the dribble. All of a sudden, they're advancing the ball via the pass. It's always going to be faster that way. A great response. You're giving up 2 on one end, but you're pushing the tempo to get it right back on the other to keep that lead right around 10, 11 points.
With this transition game, folks, the net is heating up. And, of course, when it comes to heating your home, trust the experts at Michael Oil and Propane, a proud sponsor of Cardinal basketball. 2:30 to go in the half. Wrap screen back up top. Open man. Yurzevic fires. Got another. Wow, look at this. Shooting answers from Newaygo on their home gym. They only trail by 8. Heist for Moten. He'll hold up top against Miedema. Jerice spinning. Gives it off for Drew Heist. Drew Heist, the freshman, looks, flips. That one blocked, but a foul is called. Great take from Drew. Thought they wanted the foul underneath. I know the folks in the zone down here wanted that one to be clean, but it looks like they will be denied. It'll be a foul called. Second, it looks like on Rayburn. That'll send the freshman Drew Heist to the line here for the post-98 pair. Drew on the season. This will be shot number 7. First on the way. Up and good. Rattles home here in Newaygo. 32-23. Drew has been great from the line this year. And yes, I'm knocking on wood under the table. 6 of 7 pending this 8th try upcoming. Heist sets, fires off to the wide right. Roddle, rebound. Belvin puts it up. Now Jenga looks to put it up. He missed it, but he put it back anyway. Just like that, the Cardinals make a swing of momentum. 34-23 and a tip. Belvin the steal. Looks to back in. Pump fake. Not going to score it, but a putback from Jenga.
Gabe with his 8th rebound of the game. Lamont with another steal. The 2 bigs, the 4 and the 5 for the Cardinals right now, are showing, that they are a force to be reckoned with. Newaygo having a really hard time dealing with them right now.
Moten almost picked the long pass. Newaygo is clearly flustered by this press right now. Cardinals getting a couple turnovers. How about another? Heist with the steal. Looks, tries to find a man. 2 on 2. Euro. Left it short. Jenga. Put back. No. Newaygo puts the mitts on it in the hands of Kerr. Flips it up ahead. 4 on 4. Driving. Yurzevic. Oh! swatted away. Jenga sends it to the seats.
You know, if this is the version of Gabe Jenga that you're going to get the rest of the way, good luck to anybody who sees him. He's knocking down jump shots. His fourth block of the quarter or the half, he's got 9 rebounds. I don't even know how many points, a couple of assists, a couple of steals. He is playing like a legitimate college basketball player right now, doing a little bit of everything for his team.
Newaygo gets it in bounds. 18 blocks. Jenga had coming into this game. Already has 4. Corner 3, a long one. That one goes long. Miedema tried to save it, but stepped on the baseline. We're going the other way. Minute 11 to go, 36-23 our score. Stick around, scores around the league and more coming up. Halftime report. Cardinals right now looking like the offense we saw against this team the first time around. 47 they put up at home, right now at 36 with 60 seconds to go. Heiss looks to add to it. Cole to Drew. Drew looking for Belvin. Belvin, short corner, surveys, finds Cole. Firing a long 3. Back heel, just bounces. Will Hell, no. Moden, yes. Clean up the glass, extremely clean. Put back, this time from Moten. Miedema gets it across with speed, cradles, flips it, just short. Offensive rebound, Jurzovic, long ball, back heel no good. Another offensive rebound for Newaygo scrambling. Miedema, Jurzovic, tries another, off the front. Heiss, wide open man is Moten, and he's got himself 2. Little bit of Chino Hills basketball action in transition. Moten gets 2. 15 seconds into the corner. Newaygo fires a 3. Tough missed it. Tip back out. Miedema missed it. Tipped up around Belvin. Now Kerr will fire. He got it. Maybe one last huck for Heiss. He got it off. Just short. That's a half of basketball. Holy cow. You love offense. You're in the right building. 40-26 after the first 16 minutes of hoops. Man, I got to catch my breath, Blake.
Yes.
Back and forth we go. Transition basketball at its finest. And knowing you, Blake, you love to watch this transition game. Got to be pretty pleasing. Not only see the Cardinals have 14 at the half, but the way they've used that transition game, we've been missing part of this season.
Yeah, you know, they're pulling down rebounds, and then they're snapping the ball forward. They're advancing the ball, finding open guys, running the floor. And that's the way the game's supposed to be played. You know, when I coach, I used to tell guys, if we don't have to run a set tonight, awesome. Let's just get up and down the floor and push the tempo. It's exactly what the Cardinals are doing tonight. If they can continue this going forward, they're going to be a really, really tough ball club to handle in the next week or so.
Going to be great indeed. We'll step aside. We'll pay some bills. Back with a halftime report, stats, and scores around the league next, right here on WBRN.
Hey, it's Ben with Sam's Disposal with some garbage etiquette for you. While not required, it's always best when you bag your trash. Sam's Disposal can take bagless trash, but bagless trash can leave a mess on a windy day. Please clear a space around your can so we can get to your trash fast. That includes snow, leaves, bodies, or whatever. Please don't let your dogs help us take out the trash. While we know they're just trying to help, dogs have not evolved into helping take out trash. Whether you want to follow these suggestions or not, it's up to you. But when you want your trash reliably, consistently, and all the time removed, call Sam's Disposal at 231-796-2952.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, we make it super easy to schedule your appointment or to find money-saving coupons for maintenance and repair. Just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
In the year 2017, an innocent man accused of a crime has a choice: hard time or prime time.
Ugh, I didn't do it, and now my car's suspension is kaput like a running man.
Fortunately, the Napa-certified technicians at Johnson's Automotive can fix the suspension, replace the tires, even replace the brakes on any make or model.
I told Damian Killian I would be back.
Johnson's Automotive, Northland Drive, Big Rapids. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
Killian, here is Sub-Zero. Now Plane Zero.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gielczak, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rakoff, and Brody Osowski return along with Newaygo's Russell Toft, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzger, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Lay Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Filler Insurance, the Rakoff family, Mold and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
Your car is less of a car nowadays and more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley's Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Welcome in here to Newaygo High School, home of the Lions. Halftime as we continue on with our coverage here of Cardinal basketball. Big thanks to Extremely Clean, Schuberg Insurance, Post 98 American Legion Baseball, Michael Oil and Propane, as well as the Mecosta-Osceola Transit Authority. Scores around the league that we have reported. The game in Cedar Springs between the Hornets of Central Montcalm and Cedar Springs Redhawk has went final. Although a loss for Central Montcalm, 61-51, you did some good things tonight, so they should hold their hands up high, especially for how tough of a place that is to play in.
Yeah, and Cedar Springs is a good ball club. They play in that new River Cities Alliance, which is, got a Greenville team that is, was flirting with going undefeated. They got upset by Allendale last week. And then you go into a place, again, a weird routine on a Thursday night, play a school that's probably double, if not triple your size, and to only lose by 10, shows the progress that Coach Ingles' team over there has made. They're going to make some noise. Look for them to be a tough out moving forward in district play.
Newaygo going through some senior introductions for their cheerleading squad. Great to see the recognition there. 5 minutes to go before teams come back out. 40-26 our score. Cardinals lead it here over the Lions. And right now, Blake, offense has been great. Defense has been a little sporadic, but they've kept Newaygo off balance all 16 minutes. There really has not been a moment they have been comfortable. Maybe 30 seconds when they had those back-to-back triples, just moving the ball around. Gabe Jingle with 4 blocks. Belvin's got a swap. He's got a lot of offensive rebounds, and the guys are hitting it from the outside. All facets offensively are cooking for Big Rapids right now. They keep this pace. Highest total of the year offensively.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to do it in a multitude of ways, and it's not just Cole doing it. It's not just Gabe doing it. You've got Liam making jump shots. You've got Lamont, again, filling his role to a T like he's done all year long. And Gabe, it looks every bit of a big-time basketball prospect with that first 16 minutes. You've got to be really happy if you're Coach Ingles with that first half output. 26 points is a little bit high, but at the same time, you're giving up. You're running 3 or 4 or 5 different defenses. There's going to be some slip-ups, but it's good to practice those things because when you see a Ludington potentially, you see a Hart potentially, it is going to be one of those games. You're going to have to mix up defenses. You saw it here. The Cardinals start in that matchup zone, and Newaygo looked perplexed. They're out dribbling out front, running guys in and out, and the Cardinals are just pointing, passing guys off. They look confused, and then as soon as they figure that out, the Cardinals just switch their defense again, and it's back to the drawing board. You think about that little 30-second run where they hit 3 triples. That was right out of a timeout. Coach Long only gets 5 a game. You can't do that every single time in hopes of setting something up for your guys. So a really, really good first half output. Now I'd like to see the Cardinals. Your goal would be let's keep them under 50 defensively. I think that would be feasible, and if you can do that, you got to feel pretty good about yourselves.
Absolutely. Looking at some games around the league tomorrow, as we preluded pre-game, Grant going to Reed City. For Cardinal fans, you're hoping, you're praying for a rival win. It's hard to say,
yes,
but true.
Yes.
If you want to win the league outright, you got to have Reed City beat Grant. If Grant wins, we're going to get the rematch at Big Rapids next Friday for a conference championship share if the Cardinals win it, outright if the Tigers win it. Also some notable games as well. Tri-County and Chip Hills might not be the highest win totals. That should be a very competitive basketball game. Excited to see that one. And as well, Kent City and White Cloud. We tried to get a score reported, but they have either a delay on the court or a camera issue, so we weren't able to get that live feed for you. And as well, Lakeview against Moley. Stand with the Mohawks, see if they can keep it rolling. But man, the Tri-County Chip Hills game, that might be a fun ball game, especially I believe it's in Howard City.
Yep.
So shot, and we're probably going to fall quite a few times.
Yeah, and both teams do a pretty good job defensively. Both teams have a difficulty at times scoring the basketball. That one could be a race to 35 or 40 because, for what it's worth, I still think Chip Hills is probably in the top 3 defensively, just from the way they defend, the way that they do things, their size, their athleticism, and they start 5 juniors, so they're only getting better. They do a really good job defensively. It's just that other piece, it's that complementary piece. You can be really good defensively, but you've got to be able to score at least enough to complement that defense. We talked about like Virginia basketball with Tony Bennett when they won that national title. They defended like crazy. They were cool with it being a 50-47 basketball game. Same thing with Chip Hills, but they've got to find a way to score the ball more consistently. And on the other side, Tri-County still figuring it out. Got a lot of potential. And you go there late in the season. It's a tough place to play. That one's probably a coin flip in my mind. Should be a really fun basketball game to watch.
Should be indeed. Well, we have the chance to do so. Big thanks to Dazos Digital, Big Rapids Daily News, The Rundown. Catch myself, Blake, and breaking down all the CSAA sports. You like what you hear? Scores around the league, standings, district bracket breakdowns, you got it. Big Rapids Daily News on YouTube as well. School closings, 10-minute guarantee on WBRN. Visit BigRapidsDailyNews.com to see if your school is closed. Red Wings hockey on WBRN after they return from the All-Star break, and catch that coverage wherever you get this broadcast, as well as Mornings with Etch on Big Country 100.9 and the Morning Rush with Aaron on Y102 every single weekday, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. to get you through your morning commute. We'll pay some bills. We'll be back with the halftime report conclusion, third quarter, coming up next right here on the home of Cardinal basketball, WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS. Anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Siding, brick, wood exteriors, decks, docks, driveways, walls, cabinets, and woodwork.
I have used Extremely Clean for projects ranging from painting and power washing to even deck repair. Timely, professional, and they're at a good rate.
Extremely Clean does great work. Call them today and you won't be disappointed. Excellent service, they're very friendly, conscientious, and affordable. I highly recommend Extremely Clean.
Licensed and insured for over 20 years in business, Extremely Clean does it all. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and at extremelycleanmi.com.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
I'm Patty Jackson. I'm a physician assistant. I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. My dad was basically sick all of his life. A lot of his treatment was down in the greater Detroit area. I got into healthcare because I wanted to help my community and help bridge that gap between patients who need healthcare coverage in these rural areas. I see my dad in almost every patient that I see. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients for same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Welcome back here to Newaygo High School. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas on the call for you here on News Radio WBRN. Both teams out for the final 60 seconds of warm-ups as it is a 40-26 scoreline when we resume this basketball game. Cardinals with a big-time lead here on the road. Got out to that early lead. I mean, especially getting out in the first quarter, leading 19-9. Those two triples from Liam McLaughlin was absolutely crucial. And we mentioned, obviously, right after, Blake, the expectations, right? You would like to see the Cardinals hold it to under 50 right on the season, right? Their average is right around 48, so that's kind of the number they've been shooting for all year. But, I mean, you keep seeing this offense. We might see another 70-point performance, and they've been getting over the 65 clip, I believe, 4 out of the last 5 games, with the exception, of course, of Whitehall, a state-ranked Whitehall team. And so, overall, second half, what do you want to see from this Cardinal team?
A little bit more of the same, getting rebounds, getting out and running. And the other thing is moving the ball from side to side a little bit more, sharing the ball. It's been a lot of, I'm going to dribble at you, I'm going to finish, which is awesome. And there's some success in that. But when you play the Harts of the world, the Grants of the world, the Ludingtons of the world, that becomes much more difficult. Got to move the ball. But if you could just get a rebound, snap it forward and run and make one more pass for a layup, you live with that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. If you don't have to run a set, and you can just go out and run, that's the most fun anyway. So look for the Cardinals to continue to rebound the ball at a high clip because they were great in that first half and pushing the tempo at getting out and run because that is when they are really, really tough to deal with.
We resume play. Big thanks goes out to Big Rapids Public Schools, Johnson's Automotive, as well as Michigan Primary Care Partners, Moda, the Mecosta Transit Authority, and Schuberg Insurance. Thank you for your support of Cardinal basketball. Back we go. Miedema off the screen, shrugs it off back across the arc. Jurzovic drifts. Nice defense there from Heist. Miedema back in his mitts, rejects the screen, and traveled. Looked like he wanted to go to that Euro. Saw Gabe Jinga. Thought twice about it wisely.
Well, when you've got 4 blocks in the first half like that, you're 6'8" with probably a 6'10" wingspan and a 40-inch vertical. You're going to force some of those turnovers. Really bothers you guys. Again, the paint, they see him there, and they immediately turn around. Gabe forces a turnover just by being a fantastic athlete there.
Heist on the top of the arc, running this offense here for the Cards. Drifts to the right wing, now crosses over. Nice pass. Django winds and fires. That one long. Moten knocked it out of the hands of Kerr, but it goes back into Blake's hands. He's now going to give it off for Jurzovic. Newaygo will run it across the timeline. Move it across. Cardinals back in that zone that gave Newaygo some troubles in the first half. Miedema, rat pass. Jurzovic thought about it, thinks twice about it. Kick over, back up top, Rayburn inside, finds a man, Toth, reverse dribble, throws it up. Too strong off the glass. Belvin plucks the miss. Steal, Miedema underneath. Crafty little Grand Theft Alvarado play for our NBA fans out there. Sneaky Moten the other way. Oh, Splash Town! Population 2! How about Jarice Moten shooting the basketball from downtown?
Jarice with his 9th point in the night and has yet to miss a field goal. 4 for 4 from the floor.
Kerr's got in the short corner. Handoff play for Rayburn. Going down inside of the paint looking for the kick out. Jurzovic round the screen, flips it, not able to score it. Belvin is there again to get the miss. A little bit of trouble getting it off to Cole. Now does, shrugs off Miedema. 5-on-4 if the Cardinals work quickly. Off for Jenga. He's going to launch it. That one in and out, no good. Belvin battling for it. Moten saves it. Now for Cole. Cole on the pump fake. driving, looking, hands off. Jerice looks inside, kick out. Liam fires off the front, no good. Battling for it. We are staying here off of Newaygo. There should have been a foul called on the play. It was Gabe Jenga fouling Lamont Belvin trying to grab the rebound, but I don't think the officials can call that.
You got your two bigs fighting for rebounds. That's all you can ask for, doing another great job keeping a possession alive.
Speaking of the bigs, Belvin to Jenga on the top. Now over for Cole Heist, wrapping inside, backing in. Moten now takes a dribble. Nice pass. Cole spots it up, fires, and connects. Cole from downtown. Open man ahead, and an easy deuce the other way.
And that's when you're switching defenses on certain situations. Right now they're switching defenses on makes and misses. Right there, just a miscommunication. You give up an easy layup on the other end.
Jenga floats. Oh, he left it short. Too much touch there from 24 in Navy. 46-30 our score. 5:15 to go in the third, rather. That one backheeled off the miss. Open man up ahead. Liam from Moten looks for the left, lays and scores. 48-30 our score. Looks the other way. Oh, goodness, look out. A blocking foul is called. A tough collision. Heist was trying to get over to make a charge attempt, and he just got ran into by Rayburn. Full steam ahead truck stick. Cole seems to be all right, shakes it off. Substitute in. Drew Heist is in for Lamont Belvin. Toughness all around the board from this Cardinal group. You love to see on the glass right now what they're doing. Pushing guys around. We want the basketball. We're going to go get it.
Yeah, and they just want it more than the Lions do right now, and that's what you want. That's what the good teams do. They just want it more, and that's what you're seeing from the Cardinals. The efforts there, the way that they're defending, the way that they're running, it just shows that they know how much this game means, and they're executing again at a really high rate.
Kerr, that one knocked away by Jenga. Nice pass underneath. Tough trying to put it up in one smooth move. Not able to do so. Heist now will run the break. Cole Heist is on the right wing. Between the legs. Looks for the kick. Liam on the jab. Back up for Cole. Cole thought about the three. Not going to take it. Here's Liam. Liam will drive against the zone. Mid-range. And an out. No good. It was a great look from 4. Not able to get it to fall. Miedema runs the break for Newaygo. He's got a man to the corner. Sees a double back up for Jurzovic. Jurzovic trying to go to the left hand. Euro step. Nice pass. Over in the corner. Got it. Big time shot from Kerr in the corner. 4:07 to go in the third. 48-33 our score. Cardinals lead it.
The Lions playing that 2-3 zone all of a sudden, making the Cardinals' lives a little bit more difficult.
Offensive foul as Jenga went to the rack. Toth stood his ground, might have caught an elbow to the grill. Talk about tough kids. Yes. Russell Toth is one of those for Newaygo.
Yeah, that is those are some sharp elbows by Gabe there. And he came in, has swung his elbows through a basketball move for sure. Toth comes on the end of it there, but gets right back up. Toughness all around by both teams tonight.
Jurzovic traveled before he could get the floater off. I think it caught him off guard for how wide open he was in the lane, and as he tried to put it down, he wasn't able to get the basketball down fast enough with his legs moving forward.
Yeah, that was one of those ones where his mind was working quicker than his body was. An unfortunate turnover there with a wide open lane to drive through.
Back to the offense. Big thanks to New Horizon Landscaping, American Legion Post 98 Baseball, as well as A1 Autoglass for their support of Big Rapids Cardinal basketball. Wrapping it around, Moten trying to drive, kicks it. Drew Heist, pump fake, looks for the floater, does, backboard, banks it.
The Lions are making the Cardinals' lives really easy right now. Their closeouts are just pretty poor. Drew just blows by Blake Kerr there for his signature floater.
Kerr off transition, no good. Battling for it now, Rayburn. Rayburn has a ripped. Now he gets it back. Throws it up, no, gets his own miss. Kick out, meet him at the top. Front iron, no good. Jerice Moten grabs the miss. Extremely clean rebound, folds it up ahead. Cole's got some space. Transition 3, no good. Just wedged it to the right, out of bounds. It'll stay here with Big Rapids. 50-33 our score in favor of the Cardinals here against the Lions. If you ever want to listen to these radio playbacks, did you know, folks, that you can visit WBRN.com and YouTube, Big Rapids Daily News. Drew Heist on the way. Oh, goodness. Got it for 3. The triples are falling at will for the Cardinals right now. Miedema floating, scoring. My goodness. It must be the shoes. He's got the Bruce Lee Kobe's on for that reference. Down the hill, Jenga in the paint, kick out. Liam, he'll fire. That one goes long, right into the hands of Yurzevic. Good look from Liam. Nice deflection from Drew Heist. Shielding out of bounds, let it fall. Newaygo keeps the possession. Substitute is on. We will see Noel McLaughlin. I don't believe relation to Liam. Will make his way on the floor. Just a fun last name exchange. Isaac Wilhelm, the other 15 on the other side of the roster, will check in for Liam McLaughlin, so we can't see the McLaughlin on McLaughlin special. We'll have to wait maybe later on. 2:18 to go here in the third quarter. 53-35 our score. Newaygo looks to work against the zone. Rayburn tries to split the double on the deck. Lost it. Foul called. We're staying here. They call it on Jenga here. Yes, they will. Tried to swat at it. Might have collected the wrist on the way.
That's one of those things that the official sees you swat the ball down and you hear just a little bit of a slap. That's an easy one to call there. I'd like to see Gabe, instead of slapping it, just reach your hands in there and see if you can grab it, or just be in the way because you're 6'8" and you're going to block a shot from there anyway.
They get it in bounds. Kerr, nice feed. Oh, but right through the hands. Moving ahead, Drew Heist with Moten. 2-on-1. Oh, he faked him out and he scored it. Dipsy-do, how do you do, Drew Heist, for an easy 2.
That's a freshman making a big-time play there. Really bright future for the next 3 years for that kid.
Miedema had it ripped. Who else but Candlesticks and Drew Heist? 2-on-2. Moten on the top. Heist dribbles, floats it. Off the back iron, no good. Swatted right to Moten. Finds a man. Drew Heist for 3. Wide right. Wilhelm battling forward. Got the miss. How about Heist? Cole will try. He can't connect. Wilhelm battling again. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Newaygo basketball.
It's just that the Cardinals want it more right now.
Yes.
They are getting their hands on every loose ball, winning every 50-50 ball. This is a great performance so far, just on the hustle plays, the little details by the Cardinals.
Newaygo running with some speed, had a rip. Wilhelm diving on the floor. Trouble, knocked away. Gabe Jenga, clear the runway. Oh, goodness. That was nasty. Threw it down with 2 hands. That one short from Miedema. Cardinals will carry it across. Heist now flips it ahead to Drew. Drew down the hill, lost it on the way through. Miedema now picks it up. 2-on-2 for the Lions. Working to the right wing. Thought about the step back. Now corralled in the corner. Having trouble, knocked away, out of bounds. Newaygo basketball.
Taking a page out of Ty Gilchek's book there, throwing the ball off of Gabe's legs. But the Cardinals doing everything right now. Gabe with a monstrous dunk. His head was above the rim there. Outstanding performance so far.
3 right off the catch, no good. Good battle for the rebound. Cole Heist wins it. Shielding off Rayburn. Just all over the place. Rayburn trying to get a steal. Lofts it over top. Gets it to Drew. 30 seconds to go in the third. 57-35 our score. Drew Heist. Here's Jenga backing his way out. He might shoot it. He will shoot it on the way. Short, no good. Rebound pulled down by Yurzevic off the deflection. He'll carry now. The lefty, Crafty, moves it. Fires. Kerr just short. Great rebound. Who else but Yurzevic? Will look on the step. Just short. Another rebound for Newaygo. Get it out of the corner. They do. Rayburn with 4. Flips it. Kerr at the horn. That one goes short. 3 quarters in the book from Newaygo. 57-35 our score. Big Rapids, you have to be loving this performance right now from the Cardinals. We will break it down, but first, we'll pay some bills. We'll be back with more after this here on WBRN.
In the year 2017, an innocent man accused of a crime has a choice: hard time or prime time.
Ugh, I didn't do it, and now my car's suspension is kaput like a running man.
Fortunately, the Napa-certified technicians at Johnson's Automotive can fix the suspension, replace the tires, even replace the brakes on any make or model.
I told Damian Killian I would be back.
Johnson's Automotive, Northland Drive, Big Rapids. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
Killian, here is Sub-Zero. Now Plane Zero.
What does JCPenney, the movie theater, Big Lots, MC Sports, and Kmart all have in common? They left you. Sam's Disposal will never leave you. Since 1990, Sam's Disposal offers flat rates, no contracts, and is making trash bagless again. That means you don't have to have your trash in a bag, but it's definitely recommended. MTBA. Our community has trusted Sam's Disposal for over 3 decades. You can trust us for at least 3 more. 231-796-2952. Sam's Disposal is simply the best. Start today.
Back to Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
57-35 as we return to basketball. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. Big Rapids leads it here on the road. It's been a dominant performance. Just 8 more minutes and you are on your way to a non-conference matchup Tuesday, but more importantly, a conference championship game on Friday against the Tigers. Mission accomplished if you wanted to start out strong and fast for the Cardinals, and they have not, more importantly, taken their foot off the gas pedal.
That's right, and doing a really good job of executing, running their stuff, getting the looks they want and knocking them down.
Wilhelm, handoff, McLaughlin, traveled. He tried a little gather step, fumbled it a little bit, and tried to get it back, and they're going to say the deflection wasn't out of his possession. So a turnover for Liam. We'll give Newaygo the basketball back. 10 seconds gone in the fourth quarter. Big thanks goes out to Moda, our timeout sponsor. Trips from anywhere in Macassa and Osceola counties for as little as $1. Find out more at modaonline.net. Newaygo will try to set it up here. 1-3-1 once again for the Cardinals in the corner. Kerr tries to get away from the double team and does. Watson open, fires. That one's short. Miedema's right there. Thought about the jumper, not going to take it. Kerr back for Miedema. Now he's open. Now he'll fire. And that one's short too. Jinga pulls down the miss. Already a double-double performance from him here tonight in Newaygo. Heist hands off for Gabe. Gabe, step through, back for Cole. Spots it up, fires. That one back heel. What a great rebound. Put back for McLaughlin. Man, he hung up in the rafters before he grabbed that one and put it down. Not on a dunk, but it counts the same. Kerr fires and hits in the corner.
Liam McLaughlin, again, doing the dirty work. Not a set design for him. He goes and gets the offensive board, puts it back himself. He's got 12 points right now, having another great night, playing his best ball, heading into that end of the season here.
Cole connects from downtown. The well-awaited 3-ball finally falls for him. He took a couple good looks, not able to see it go through the string. Now he does. We'll see if his confidence now ramps up. Newaygo trying to push the issue. Miedema at the top, and got it. Newaygo getting hot once again from downtown. 62-41 our score. 6 minutes to go to settle this one. Be sure to stick around. BRPS player of the game coming up. Blake will have the honors. Work cut out tonight for sure. Heist on the drive, not able to score. And an offensive rebound for Wilhelm. Kicks it out. What a pass, but a travel is called on Cole Heist. I don't know how Gabe Jinga simultaneously caught the rebound in front of his left ear and somehow threw a pass off his right hip in one motion. But if you're 6'8", I think those things are possible.
Yes. Again, Gabe with his 12th board of the night. Got to be close to his season high. Doing all the little things for the Cardinals that they need to secure this victory. 12
rebounds would be a season high for Gabe, not an individual high for the Cardinals. 3-ball on the way, and good from Rayburn. Newaygo's heating up again. We saw them do this early in that second quarter. They hit a couple in a row, spark plug a little bit, but really the Cardinals have had every answer. The individual leader on that last point is Ty Gielczek. He had 13 in 2 different occasions. Drew Heist looks for Wilhelm, not able to find him off the left arm. Out of bounds, it will go to Newaygo. That's a nice play there. Drew could have maybe taken that one up. He did have Wilhelm, but that's a tough pass to make when you're fading to the right to float it over top of 2 guys.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody stopped him. That's one that just being too unselfish, and you love guys being unselfish, but there, you get to the block, shoot that thing, and nobody's stopping him.
Miedema fires, no good. Jinga, man out ahead. Great pass for Drew. Oh, but he got rejected. Great hustle from Rayburn. Heist had about 2 steps, but he got hawked down, having to wait for that basketball. As we'll see some subs on for Coach Ingalls and company. Wilhelm will take a seat for a breather. Hard work there from 15 and Navy. Lamont Belvin will check back in. Belvin not necessarily in the score sheet. I mean, he was one of the leading scorer in the first 4 minutes of this game, but has been held in check since. Heist on the jab step, backing his way in. Thought about a fadeaway, not going to take it. Cole Heist now off the dribble. Backs in, between the legs, spinning, down to the block, works, draws the foul. No, a travel is called, and Coach Ingalls is absolutely irate.
That's one, too. Cole's dribbling the ball a lot there, working to back his man down. Give number 30, Mr. Rayburn, a ton of credit. He handles it there. Cole may or may not have walked. Like to see him move the ball there, though.
Trying to find a man, thrown away. Watson not able to connect in the corner there with Rayburn. It was the right play. He just threw it to the right shoelace. Not able to catch it that time, 30 and white. 4:44 to go, 62-44 our score. Cardinals lead it here by 18 on the road. Obviously, a lot of indications this game in district NPR. But for the Big Rapids, of course, getting you to Friday night in a championship game. Jenga! It's Stewart from downtown.
Gabe having a great night. 13 rebounds. I got to add up his points. Again, doing a little bit of everything for the Cardinals.
Floater bounces off from Miedema, but they'll keep the possession. I believe it was last touch there by Jenga. I'll let Blake do some math real quick. Overall, right now, we've got a couple guys in double figures and a couple guys with double-digit rebounds already, and Jerice Moten's right on the doorstep, too.
Yeah, Jerice is, 8 rebounds, with 8 rebounds, he got 9 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Very, very difficult for a guard to have a double-double with rebounds. The last one of the best glue guys to ever play in a Cardinal uniform in Carlito McKinney.
There you go. A player that had a lot of talent indeed for the Cardinal Blue. Good rebound there from Belvin off the miss up ahead for Cole Heist. He wants to get a 3. He'll fire. Back heel, no good. Rebound by Newaygo. Extremely clean glass pickup. Miedema over now to the other wing. Thought about it, not going to take it. Cross away. Watson left wide open. Fires. That one no good. Jenga will let that one go as Toth was trying to knock it off of Jenga's knee. High hustle player. We see that on the diamond, of course, as well. He's playing for Post 98. Speaking of Post 98, of course, our charity stripe sponsor here, 98baseball.com. For more information, you can support the team. Contact Coach Scarpelli, 796-7000. For more information, the officials are getting things in order before we resume play with 3:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Sub coming on at that last break, Craven checks in for Drew Heist. So that leaves the 5 on the floor with Jenga, Cole Heist, Owen Craven, Liam McLaughlin, and Lamont Belvin. Your 5 on the floor right now for the Cardinals. Over for Jenga. Jenga thought about it and tried to get Kerr off the line, smirking at him. He's like, I don't want you to shoot that. Belvin on the deck, and he scores! Lamont Belvin in the post. That's a great move. Just sealed that inside shoulder and is able to put it off the window.
And that's something that he did not do early in the year. For him to go over his left shoulder with a dribble and finish, the improvement is huge. That's something that to take note moving forward. We talked about Lamont being like the Whitehall player in another year. Those are things that he's going to have to do an outstanding job by Lamont in the post.
Great night indeed will come to an end for Liam, Cole, and Gabe. They'll get a standing O from the visiting faithful that have made the 30-mile trek down here to Newaygo this evening. We're going to have a 4-high line play here for Newaygo on this inbounds on the baseline. Skips it over for Kerr. Kerr to the corner. Yurzevic open. He will fire, and he scores. Great shot from Yurzevic. He adds to his tally. Mishler, Griffin, and McKinney in for the Cardinals to join Belvin. Belvin on a jab step. Craven fakes it. Looks. Nice find. Belvin's wide open. Didn't shoot it. Mishler. Step back. That one goes long. Belvin again. Now hands off to Griffin off the miss. Kobe on the top gives it over for Craven. 2:53 to go. 67-47 our score. Craven on the top. Looks to size up. He wants the matchup with Tom. Now passes off for Griffin. Griffin down the hill. Great pass. Mishler. Oh, he missed the left-handed layup. Mishler did everything right, but put it in the hole that time. Perfect backdoor, laid it up, and just missed it wide.
Yeah, it's a tough finish. I'd like to see him use his right hand there. He'd take a dribble and gather himself. He was wide open, but a great cut and great find by Kobe Griffin.
Miedema draws a foul. It looks like on Craven. Tried to go to that little step-back shot, kind of a Dirk-esque one-legged floater. Draws a foul. He'll go to the line. 2 subs coming in for Coach Long as he will probably look to empty his bench here for the remainder of this one. Didn't notice over there as Miedema fires from the 98 charity stripe, misses the first one. Had a bloody nose over there. They tended to that very quickly and unnoticed. Impressive stuff from the athletic training staff here tonight for Newaygo. Substitute coming in, Blake Kerr's night is done. Great effort from him. Good to see him back on the floor for sure for Newaygo. Great talented athlete for the Lions. Second one is good, and that will bring off Miedema. He will be replaced. So now you got into the game. Noah McLaughlin returns. You have Watson on the floor. And now we'll also see, I believe, Caleb Bays will make his first appearance here for Newaygo. 67-48 score here in Newaygo. McKinney inside of the paint. Finds a man. Mishler! Off the back heel, no good. Battle for the rebound. Newaygo wins it. Now running quickly as Watson cut off by Craven. Looks. Finds a man. Yurzevic fires. That one back heel. Toth had it, lost it. Picked up by the Cardinals. 4-on-2. McKinney trips and falls. Now 3-on-2. Craven, Euro, and flips it home.
Great job at one. Craven going coast to coast there. Gets the board, pushes the tempo, and gets the finish on the other end.
Forces a bad shot from Yurzevic. Mishler gets the miss. He'll give it off for Craven now. 1:45 to go. Cardinals looking for the illustrious 70 mark. Mishler thought about the shot, gives it off for McKinney. McKinney back for Craven. Craven looks to go. Crossing, kicks it. Kobe, 3-ball, yes! Back-to-back games with a left wing triple for 1-3, Kobe Griffin. Good to see him shooting the basketball red hot, and that gets you to the 72-point mark here for the Cardinals. Illustrious mark they've hit a couple times this year. A swat the other way. McKinney runs the break. Looks to find Griffin. Does for Mishler. Oh, he missed it just long. Another great look. McKinney scraps for it. On the deck. Now Newaygo's got it. Running his base. Double team. Looks for the pass. Found a man, and Watson kicks it back up top. Yurzevic will wind and fire. That one front iron. McKinney out and running. 2-on-1. He's got Belvin with him. Hands it off. Belvin missed it. McKinney missed it. Another miss from McKinney. Still got it. Mishler, they want 3 instead. No, they can't get it. Craven on another. Tries to fling it up. Belvin gets it. Kobe, yes! Give it to the man who's red hot from 3. 3 for 3 in his last 2 games. The boys are having fun in the final minutes. Great to see. 75-48. Newaygo will try to see if they can get Bays a shot. He will fire. Oh, he hit it! Basketball is supposed to be this fun. Final seconds, and that will do it. 75-51, your final score here in Newaygo. Cardinals dominate for a 24-point win tonight. Blake, you ask and you shall receive. These boys played a heck of a ball game in front of us tonight.
Yeah, as good a performances we've seen all year. Again, taking care of an opponent that we are on paper much better than, but to do it with the addition of Blake Kerr and the exclusion of Ty Gilchek. Shows, the strides that this team is making. A great win for the guys, and it sets up what we've been hoping for all season since the last loss against Grant, that they're playing a meaningful game to win a conference championship on Friday night. Great job by the Cardinals taking care of business tonight, looking good doing so. And now we move into the last week of the regular season.
Last week of the regular season. 2 games to go. Arms are heavy. Palms are sweaty. M&M, don't sue me. We'll be back after this with our Cardinal post-game show right here on News Radio WBRN.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gilchek, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rakoff, and Brody Osaski return along with Newaygo's Russell Toft, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzgert, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Filler Insurance, the Rakoff family, Mold and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
Hey, it's Ben with Sam's Disposal with some garbage etiquette for you. While not required, it's always best when you bag your trash. Sam's Disposal can take bagless trash, but bagless trash can leave a mess on a windy day. Please clear a space around your can so we can get to your trash fast. That includes snow, leaves, bodies, or whatever. Please don't let your dogs help us take out the trash. While we know they're just trying to help, dogs have not evolved into helping take out trash. Whether you want to follow these suggestions or not, it's up to you. But when you want your trash reliably, consistently, and all the time removed, call Sam's Disposal at 231-796-2952.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, maintenance and repairs on your vehicle are done by techs who have the training, the tools, and digital diagnostics to do it right. Call or make your appointment online today. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Your car is less of a car nowadays, more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Welcome into our Cardinal post-game coverage here live from Newaygo High School. Your final score tonight, 75-51. Big Rapids wins it in CSAA Red action. Sweep on the night here in this building. Congratulations to Coach Ingalls, his staff, as well as Coach Heist and her staff for 2 big-time victories tonight. Women's, girls, clinch CSAA Red Championship. Boys now have the right to play for a share on Friday with this win. So big-time performance across the board, and not only just getting the wins, but dominant wins in the process, both by over 20 points. We'll get into the post-game breakdown. Newaygo falls to 7-12, 3-8 at home, and 4-5 in conference play. Cardinals improved to 14-5, 5-3 on the road this year, and 8-1 in conference play. While the NPR might not be over the 500 mark, this team has shown that they can do some damage. And this was a performance that I think people will look at and they might open their eyes a little bit bigger to say, man, they didn't score. They could have scored potentially with a lot of those offensive rebounds and misses. They're approaching 80 at a season record mark. And so a lot of takeaways from this game. Blake, what was the number one from you?
The effort. The effort was there, and collectively. It wasn't just one guy, because you're going to get the effort from Jerice. You're going to get it from Lamont. You're going to get it from a lot of those starters on a base, or what I should say is a possession-to-possession basis. You don't always get the little things done. Tonight you saw the little things. Had to have at least 20 offensive rebounds tonight, getting hands on passes, deflecting those passes, forcing turnovers, executing. So that was the big thing tonight, was the little things. All the little things that you need to do to win ball games, the Cardinals did tonight, and then some. And if I were to watch this film, it's like, oh, so we got to stop Jenga. Oh, but wait, now I've got to find a way to stop Jerice from running wild in transition. You got to stop Cole from shooting the ball. There are weapons all over the place. And then you bring Ty Gilcheck back, which may eventually be a blessing in disguise because you've got guys like Isaac Wilhelm who are now playing substantial minutes. You've got not Jerice Moan, but Lamont Belvin, who is putting up big numbers for a guy who gets spot minutes here and there, a guy who got a start tonight, has 8 points and 8 rebounds. You'll take that from your starting center every night of the week at the high school level. So overall, the little things, the effort, an outstanding job by the Cardinals tonight. Good to see that every guy that set foot on the floor tonight bought into that effort, and you see it. You put up 75, and you dominate from bell to bell.
Over 75 points for 3 times out of the last 5 games. Very impressive for this offense. Big thanks goes out to New Horizon Landscaping as well as Cook's Tree Service, Big Rapids Little League, Dazos Digital, and, of course, Big Rapids Public Schools, award-winning elementary schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, extensive educational and extracurricular opportunities at BRHS. BRPS is the school choice in the area. Find out more at brps.org. Our proud sponsor of Cue Blake's intro music, player of the game tonight. Blake, who do you got?
A lot of different guys that you could nominate here. Jerice Moulton with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and didn't miss a shot from the field. Cole Heiss with 13 points, a few rebounds, 6 assists to 2 turnovers, so you'll take that. Liam with 12. Drew with 7, Lamont again with 8 and 8. But tonight, your guy that did everything: 4 blocks, 13 rebounds, a couple of assists, only 1 turnover, a few steals, 14 points, 13 rebounds. A guy that we've nominated several times, but one of his best performances collectively, not just scoring the ball, but doing everything else, and that's Gabe Jenga.
Gabe Jenga, tonight's player of the game. Congratulations to Gabe. Another honoree to his talented senior campaign, and well-deserved. You could have given it to a lot of different guys tonight, and I'm sure fans at home might be thinking of another name because they're like, Gabe wins it every time. But Gabe's been playing great basketball each and every night, and that's good to see. And I think especially when you look at the performances outside of him, that's just showing how dangerous this team can be. And they're peaking offensively right now at the right time. And not only that, one of their best offensive performances tonight, I would argue, looking back at some of the games, Tri-County, they hit some shots. They got a lot of shots. It was more efficient offensive tonight. They got a lot of more one-time looks and scored them, and there was more on the plate, right? They didn't get to seconds some of the times and able to finish the seconds because they would just run out of opportunities. So this could be, I think the field goal percentage will show that in the stats later on. I think we're going to see one of the highest of the season. It's just a dominant performance all the way across the board, and you need that going into a tough next week ahead. You got Kent City. Don't sleep on Kent City at their place. Last year, I know, Blake, it was a little bit of a struggle in their place, so it's a tough place to play, and a team that's going to be motivated coming off a Friday. And then, of course, what everyone's waiting for, the main event next Friday night against the Tigers, the rematch for a CSAA title.
Yeah, you want to continue this effort and the way that you executed into Tuesday night. Take care of business there. You can't look ahead. I know that's difficult to do. Go into Kent City, put on the same type of performance, execute, do the little things, and then all bets are off when the Tigers come to Cardinal Arena. The nest is going to be rocking. You're going to have a ton of kids there in the student section, and everybody knows how big a game this is, and the Cardinals are hungry. They want to get their get back. They want to be able to say, we're league champs too.
Absolutely. We're going from one nest to the other. Kent City on Tuesday and back home in Cardinal Arena on Friday. You can catch both of those games. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. as well as tip-off at 7 o'clock. Big thanks goes out to Big Rapids Public Schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners, Big Rapids Canadian Lakes, Motor the Macassa Transit Authority, A1 Auto Glass, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, as well as our great friends at Quality Car and Truck Repair, New Horizon Landscaping, Michael Oil and Propane, Big Country Big Deals, Cook's Tree Service, Post 98 American Legion Baseball, Dazos Digital, and Big Rapids DailyNews.com. The Big Rapids Media Network broadcasts and live stream is in partnership with Big Rapids Public Schools. The Big Rapids Media Network is Big Country 100.9, Y102, WYBR, WBRN 1460, 96.5, 107.7 FM, Rewind 99.1, BigRapidsDailyNews.com, and Dazos Digital. Family owned for 25 years, Big Rapids Media Network is proud to partner with Big Rapids Public Schools and their athletic programs and will continue to do so for years to come. Final score here from Newaygo, 75-51. Thanks for all tuning in. Thanks to Sufi Wisniewski for running the boards back at the WBRN studios for us. Big thanks to my partner, Blake Thomas, for joining me. Big thanks to Coach Ingles as well as Athletic Director Dawn Thompson. We'll see you on Tuesday in Kent City. Eagles and Cardinals, a battle of the birds down south. Until then, this has been a presentation of Big Rapids Cardinal basketball. Only one place, WBRN.
You've been listening to Big Rapids Cardinal basketball on WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM. We now return to regular programming.